Hello everybody, how's things? Right, as you can probably tell, I've got a new guitar, and this one's quite special because it's my first Gibson. So, what is it? I'm sure you want to know. Well, I've been after a Gibson for a while. I mean, yeah, in the comments there's been a lot of that. Well, why don't you get a Gibson? When are you going to get a Gibson, Peter? And those sorts of things. So so I've been thinking about it for a while, and this one came in, and I thought, yeah, that's the one for me. I mean, first of all, we talk about the case. I mean, a lot of the time the case, it's sort of quite overlooked, but you know, with this one, you get this really nice case. It's got this combination lock on it as well. So I'll open it from your side. There we go. Yeah, like that. And there's one more catch. Yeah, and now, yeah. So I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's this SG, and it's nice. I mean, it's like sort of lined with that sort of white fluffy material. Right, so okay, I'm just gonna put the case down for a moment. I don't actually know what the combination is, so oops. Right, I'm just knocking things down. Don't worry about too much about that. Yeah, so I picked this up. I've had it a couple of weeks now, and you know, it's sorry, knocking things down. It's a bit lighter than a Les Paul, which for me is good, but the actual build quality, you can kind of see now why you know, why it's a bit of a step up from an Epiphone. You know, rosewood fingerboard, nice abalone or abalone inlays. Not sure what these pickups are, whether they've been changed or not. I think they're either burst buckers or 57 classics. I'm not sure, but I'll show you why I think that in a moment. So just gonna get everything plugged in, and right, so yeah. Yeah, so we'll be in tune. That's the only thing about Gibson headstocks is they have this reputation for not holding the tuning. So I'll try it with some drives, and then yeah. Yeah, that sort of quite a bluesy tone to it. Roll the tone down on it. We start to get into that sort of woman tone territory. Right. So that's that sort of mid. That's the mid setting. A delay maybe. Yeah, a bit of a mistake there. Drive up a bit more. Yeah, let's bring that down a bit. Try this. Yeah, and so on and so on. Let's take that off again. Yeah, so. Yeah, so I mean, you know, the number of people who've actually used an SG, and I basically I paid about, what was it, about £1,100 for this. Traded some stuff in for it, but you know, I mean, it's like I've seen, you know, there's one of the shops I went in. They actually had one of the Gibson Tony Iommi ones, and it was kind of like basically similar, except like the pickups have been changed, and the fretboard had like the cross inlays, but 24 frets have been added to it. Other than that, it's very, very similar. The actual Epiphone Iommi guitars, the old one with the crosses on, that same shop, they're going for around 1,000 as well. And this, I mean, I got this from Guitars, and they had like a second-hand Epiphone SG Custom, and that was going for about £400. So I was just thinking that, you know, if you just spend a little bit more, you can actually get something sort of quite decent. You know, you don't, you know, all right, it's not a high-end sort of custom shop or whatever, but it's still a pretty nice guitar. You know, and the fact is, I think it's a 2012. I'm not sure. And the binding's aged slightly, but it's attention to detail. It's like, you know, it's the way that like the fret ends have sort of been, you know, like that they're somehow part of the binding, you know, and this the frets themselves, that, you know, they're nice. I mean, they're not too big, but you know, but they suit me. You know, they suit my playing style, I think. Still got to get used to it though. As you heard, I mean, I sort of like, you know, still tripping up over one or two of the notes. But I've kind of been after something where, you know, I want something that's gonna hold me in a bit more, you know, so it's a bit more expressive, you know. I know Eric Clapton used to use SGs. You know, he had that famous one that was painted up. I think it's called The Fool. But you know, that famous one that he used to play. Angus Young, of course. And I think, I'm not sure whether John McLaughlin actually played one of these or whether he was playing like a double neck. But some of those sort of tones, you know. And like I say, it's not as heavy as a Les Paul. But just something just to give those sort of classic, those classic sort of 70s sort of hard rock, yeah, those type of sounds. That'd do me. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep it fairly brief. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, just give me a second.